Diane from Teach Pre-K. As we are all getting ready to start the new school year, I thought I would go a little bit more in depth with my little buddy, Little Chick, and just show you, I think this is almost everything. I think I might be missing, like Little Chick uses paint and Little Chick uses markers for this, but the first, I'd say, 10 days of school, so the first 2 weeks at least, we just go over and over and over procedures. We talk about what our rules are. We are very repetitive, and we're more guides on this little preschool journey. We don't really do any centers per se. We will do some activities, and I will have a full video on the first 10 days coming up. But I wanted to show you how I use these Little Chick books. I've already shown you the Little Chick Goes to School, which is just a story of Little Chick's day in preschool. Kind of follows a basic preschool day from drop off to pick up. But I also have Little Chick at Circle Time. And when we sit on our rug for circle time, I will tell the kids, this part of the day we call circle time. Little Chick loves circle time. But this is a story about Little Chick's first day at circle time. So this just is like Little Chick comes to the rug at circle time and he sits. Little Chick listens to the teacher and doesn't touch or talk to his friends. Little Chick and the friends listen to a story during circle time. I always read a story. Little Chick and the friend learn about letters and numbers during circle time, which we always do some kind of letter number shape thing. Little Chick and the friends learn about the weather. Here's Mrs. Cow holding a little weather chart. Sometimes it is hard to be still and quiet. Little Chick gets wiggly during circle time and starts to roll around. We all know they're going to be rolling around those first few weeks. Mrs. Cow reminds Little Chick to sit and listen, and Little Chick listens to the teacher. Good job, Little Chick. And honestly, this is very, very helpful because they all just want to roll around. I also have very similar for procedures. Little Chick lines up, and I'm just going to show you that they're on the rug. Mrs. Cow is going to choose the kids that are sitting quietly. Oh, look at Pig. He's being crazy. So she just waits and slowly starts lining them up. Little Chick's line leader, then sheep, then pig, then horse, and Mrs. Cow takes him out to the playground. I also have Little Chick on the playground, and this goes through playground procedures and rules, sharing toys. Don't jump off the playground. Don't go up the slide, go down the slide. Oh, don't walk, sit on your bum. And just everyone's invited in the playhouse. They line up and go back in, that kind of stuff. Same thing about snack time, using manners, sitting down, getting hand sanitizer first. There they are sitting, having their snack. And they clean up their snack spot, all that stuff. So then I have some books about using materials. I've got crayons, and I think I put these all together. Markers, so we just go over not ripping the papers, not breaking the crayons, putting the lids on the markers, what markers are for, only drawing on paper. I think I also have... Little Chick learns to paint. So that is also included. And you guys, all of this is included in one resource that's like $4. Then I have with all the centers, and these explain all the center rules. The center rules at the sensory bin, at the dramatic play center. And it goes all the way from starting to play at that center to cleanup time. And then the block center, and this goes through like eating the blocks, throwing the blocks, knocking over friends' towers, things like that. And the library center. But you guys, these books I don't read them all in one day, but we'll do like a little tour around the centers with small groups. And we'll go through the pictures and read a little bit of the story as we explain the rules. And little Chick comes along and is so proud of them when they know how to play at the centers, how to clean up, how to nicely come to the rug and sit on their pockets. I have posters and other visual cues too that I'll go over when I do my first 10 days video, but I think that one's going to be so long. And I just thought, as you're getting ready for school, if you want these, I will leave a link in my description. A lot of you have bought these already, and thank you. That's really kind, but I think you will use these. I found a typo in one. If you guys find a typo, message me. I'm going to fix that and re-upload. I forgot the O on the word to in one of those, but always alert me if I've made a mistake, and I'll fix things as fast as I can and get them re-uploaded and fixed so you can download them again and get the revised product. But you guys, this little guy helps so much for the entire first month of school. The kids love him. They give a hug to little Chick. I mean, because little Chick's a preschooler, just like them. Little Chick is their friend, and he is learning how to be a friend, and he is learning how to be in school, just like the kids. So you've got that relatability there. You've got things that actually happen in a classroom. I mean, you know, little Chick doesn't always play by the rules. Little Chick was eating a block, I think, in the block center. And little Chick and I think Horse were having so much fun at the sensory bin, in the sensory bin story, and got stuff all over the floor, and they had to clean it up. But it's not a big deal. We always keep everything so positive that we're all just learning. We're all going to make mistakes. The little Chick's going to make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes, but we just, do what we got to do and move on to the next day. But I cannot tell you how helpful those little books are when it comes to teaching them the rules about every center, about the rug, about snack time, the playground, lining up, walking down the hallway, you name it. It's just one more thing to help you teach and reinforce all those procedures that you are trying to teach these little tiny people. And God bless you, it is hurting cats. You might have crying and things might be really, really hard those first couple of weeks. But I'm letting you all know right now, if you go through your procedures and you keep referring back to those books, even if something crazy happens, like let's say someone's throwing blocks all over, you might come back to your rug and go, okay, let's see about what little Chick knows about the block center. It's a good place to build. He's eating a block, and Mrs. Cow is like, oh, little Chick, what are you doing? So he built a tower instead. Here comes Horse. Horse built a big tower, and little Chick really wants to knock it over. Oh, but that'll make little Horse sad. So we go into those emotions and how their actions have a consequence. And it's sometimes a consequence they don't want. They don't want to hurt their friends' feelings. Sometimes they do, but So then they work together. They make something amazing. Sheep stole a block. Little Chick is really angry. Look at that angry face. He is going to throw a block at Sheep. Then they talk about their feelings, and they understand each other, and they are friends. And then look, there's blocks all over the floor. Let's clean them up. Yay, it was a great day. But every single one of those is like this. So this can serve as a reminder, like, okay, guys, little Chick was going to throw a block, but he had to talk about his feelings with Sheep. Like, little Chick, what did you say? Little Chick just told Sheep that it hurt his feelings when he took a block out of the tower because he worked so hard to make that. So we talked about it, and then little Chick wasn't so angry when little Sheep just said, oh my gosh, I didn't know that would upset you. I just wanted that block. But yeah, so now Sheep is going to ask if he can take a block. Little Chick isn't even going to think about throwing those blocks. It's going to be great. But my aide and I absolutely love these. We were in a panic last year because we couldn't find them. But I cleaned out my whole back room and discovered I have 3 sets of these guys because I think I never know where things are in my classroom. But now that I don't have as much stuff, I think things are going to be a little bit easier. But I'll leave the link for both Little Chick, who you can find on Amazon. And I'm even thinking about maybe getting another Little Chick so that my aide and I can both take him around our centers. And the kids will have a chance to play with Little Chick. But I'll leave a link to Little Chick and these Little Chick books because we all need as much help as we can get. And this is very helpful and has made a huge difference in my first couple of weeks. I do not know why it took me so long to create something like that. But I think it was 2 years ago, I just was like, you know what? I had this cute chick clip art from Bunny on a Cloud, who I love all of her clip art, or him, I don't know what it is. But I loved this chick so much. And then on Amazon, I found this chick and I'm like, okay, I'm writing books. And it was a lot of fun. And it's been a huge, huge help. And I have taken them out at the beginning of the year, like the calendar year, not the school year, when we all need a refresher. I'll bring them out and say, okay, guys, we're going to the block center. Do we need to read Little Chick again? Or can you guys raise a quiet hand and tell me some things that we do or don't do at the block center? And we'll just kind of give each other a refresher that way and be ready for the new year. And it's awesome. If you've got 3-year-olds, different people when they come back. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and listening. I have so much more to come. I've got a list a mile long for you guys, and I have 1 week left. So get ready. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening. Thanks.